So, as I sit here having my coffee, my Sag Strong uh, shirt, I kind of hit the wall today over all the complaints and nastiness people are talking about Disney. And don't get me wrong, they've made some mistakes, and you learn from those. That being said, you got people who are talking about, oh, this was horrible. This movie flopped. Blah 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 blah. Number one, obviously they're not looking at all the numbers because pretty much every movie is flopping right now. People aren't ready to go back into the theaters when you can stream a lot of things and have just as good a sound, and you don't have to fight with people with their damn cell phones or talking or crunching or paying the outrageous price to have a beer or a soft drink or popcorn, whatever. And that's probably not going to change. I mean, I love going into a theater and seeing a film. That being said, again, I don't know that I want to pay that kind of price. There's very few that I would jump on. The John Wicks, that type of thing. You bet. They play much better on a big screen. But again, all the numbers are down. Their stock price is down? Yes, absolutely it is. But then again, pretty much everybody's has been tanking lately. It's the way it is. I mean, we have people in government, Republicans and Democrats, that are worthless. They only care about themselves and how much money they're making. And consequently, we don't really have the money to run around and spend like we used to. I saw somebody, they were talking about, getting raises for this or that, Social Security, whatever. But the problem is the cost of living went up. You're paying more for groceries. So you didn't get anything. You really actually lost. And in the case of Disney, yeah, I mean, they're struggling and they're going to continue to try to find their way. Just as every frickin' movie company is. You got some of them that are going up for sale. Universal scratching their head going, what do we do? Warner Brothers, they don't know what to do. I mean, we don't have any good DC films, so consequently Warner Brothers is taking it in the shorts, and their great savior, James Gunn, not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. That guy has, a lot of times, no clue what he's gonna do. Yeah, he's done a couple of good movies, but you can look at all the rosters. Most of them have. But they were better off with Zach. He had a plan. They don't have a plan. They're making it up as they go. So you got those in the toilet. I mean, I'd rather sit here and dig up Voodoo and give it a one shot or a Netflix or whatever. But again, people are just, and what I find extremely funny is people get on there who claim to be big supporters of Disney, right? And they film themselves smiling and whatever from the parks, either Disneyland or Disney World. Yet within their time on YouTube, they turn around and say, oh, this is wrong, and I don't want this happening, and I don't want Genie, I don't want this, I don't want that. Did you buy Disney? I mean, who gives a freaking crap what you want? Yeah, it's great to have a suggestion of this and that, but we don't care what you want and don't want. I mean, if the majority like it, that's the reason it's there. I for one like Genie Plus. I like the fact that I can jump on a plane, go to Disneyland or Disney World, have Genie Plus in my pocket, and be able to score a few of the rides that normally I wouldn't get a chance to do it. And I got nailed the other day from somebody who said, well, it didn't used to have long lines at all the rides. BS. My first trip to Disneyland was in like 1972, I think it was. And for a while I was going almost every year. And the lines were always incredible. I mean, you basically just had to get in line and stand, and you know, you knew that was the way it was going to be. Now I can go down there as I did in September, and will again here pretty soon. Is go down there, have Genie Plus, at least hit like Indiana Jones, and then back off and go get in a line of something else. Then Genie Plus will kick in again, and I can go do, you know, whatever. To me, it's just I don't like it. Yeah, because you live across the damn street, and you've got a Disney key that basically says you can go to the park every day and not have to pay because you paid this price for your magic key. I don't care. You know what? Disneyland wasn't built just for you. It was built for all of us. So, you know, wham. And it's funny because you don't hear from them like today. Haven't heard a lot from anybody because Disney stock is up over 2%. So a couple bucks, which is good. I'm sure it'll sink some more, but then it'll go back up. I mean, let's face it, the stock will go, but it's up, you know, $2. You've got the parks are incredibly busy right now for this time of the year, and so the money is coming in from that. Boo hoo hoo. That means these people aren't going to sit and complain. But anyway, there you go. I'll get that off my chest. It's just I find it incredible. It's as a friend of mine, an actress friend of mine said that people just want to hate and be mean at this point, no matter what. And I see it. I see it all the time. And it's like YouTube is the greatest breeder of that. Facebook is second. You know, people get on there and they see something, and a lot of times they haven't even seen the movie, the TV show, the been to the park, whatever, anywhere. But somebody says, "Oh, I love this," blah blah blah, and suddenly they're on there going, "Ooh, I hated it. This was this, and I'm offended," and blah blah blah. Go away. Just go away. You don't have something positive to say. Anytime I did a movie review and I didn't like it, didn't like the film, I never just said I hated it. I gave the reasons why. You know, because there's plot hole, blah, 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 or this was an actual, you know, in the case of some films, it's a remake that they're not really saying was a remake because they stole all the ideas from a previous film, whatever it was. So, you know, it's funny that we just can't get along. We can't fix our country, and we're going to pick on things like Disney. Come on. Get a life, people. Really. Get out of the basement, become an adult, put your big boy pants on, and let's move on. Let's try and be positive and good about it. All right? I don't know. That's my complaint today. So I'll probably get on here and complain some more. So there you go. Take it easy, people.